check out your screen. Crews in South Georgia, of all places, battling not one but two historic wildfires that have now burned more than 55,000 acres. State officials in Georgia are now declaring a drought emergency for 146 counties because of the winds and, of course, the dry air that are testing those fire lines. Yeah, Fox News' Kailey Schuyler joins us live from Brantley County. That's in South Georgia. And real quick, can you smell the smoke out there? And how are conditions outside as we speak?
Yeah, Michael, it's pretty interesting. So I'm actually staying in Brunswick, Georgia, which is about 40 minutes away. And when you walk outside, it actually feels pretty good out. You wouldn't know anything is wrong in this area of the country. But then you drive about 40 minutes here into Brantley County and you step out of your car and the smell just kind of smacks you in the face. I mean, even yesterday when I got back to my hotel, my hair smelled like smoke. It smelled like I had been to a bonfire. And so today the weather has really heated up. It feels very humid. It's hot out here. And that's something that Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp addressed in a news conference just about an hour ago. He says the state is in the worst drought it's seen in about 20 years. And actually yesterday, a level 1 drought was declared for the whole entire state of Georgia. And so some of the rain that this area saw Sunday night and Monday morning, it helped these crews a lot. The containment percentages for both of the wildfires jumped up quite a bit since yesterday, but the governor says there's some hurtful weather that's happening today.
When you talk to the Forestry Commission employees and the local firefighters, whether they're full-time volunteers, it is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for them when they can't save that house. And, you know, we've seen it in their eyes, in their heart, and but I'll tell you, they're doing everything they can to try to save these homes.
According to the Georgia Forestry Commission, the Pineland fire in Clinch County has burned more than 32,000 acres with 23% containment, and that's a big improvement from yesterday. That fire is threatening about 24 homes. Then there's a Highway 82 fire in Brantley County, the one I'm closest to. It's burned more than 22,000 acres and is now at 32% containment. That's a jump from yesterday's 7%. And that one, it's threatening more than 350 homes. These wildfires have already damaged more than 120 homes since they started over a week ago. I spoke with Bobby Inky. Her family lost their home last week, and they're staying with a friend right now. And instead of sitting around, she's out volunteering and helping others in the exact same boat.
I'm not the type of person to sit and wallow in my pity or self-pity, whatever it is. And our house is gone already. So there's people here who have been evacuated, but their house is still there, but they had to evacuate with nothing. So here, they're organizing stuff to get it to the community, and they needed hands here.
Officials have not said when they're going to lift some of the mandatory evacuation orders, but here in Brantley County, some roads were reopened yesterday, and I actually got to drive down one of them. I was escorted by the Georgia Forestry Commission just about an hour ago, and so you'll see some of that coming up on Fox Weather here in a bit. Michael?
Yeah, Kailey, I just can't imagine, driving down those roads. I'm sure that I saw a report that over 90 homes had been burned and scorched because of the flames. Did you see a few of those homes?
Yeah, so I was limited to where we were going to be able to go because actually while I was driving down the road, there was kind of a hot spot that flared up. And so we had to quickly turn around. So a lot of the homes that I saw, you could tell there was a fire close to them, but they were all still intact. But I did talk to a man who was living just right across the street from where the fires were. They stopped at the roadway, and he said he's never seen anything like this before. So of course I saw a lot of downed trees and just kind of damage everywhere. But we didn't get to get as far because we were stopped by some of the officials. But yeah, it was crazy to see what this wildfire has done.
Absolutely. As you mentioned before, this is literally the state's worst drought in over 2 decades, 25 years. Fox News multimedia reporter Kailey Schuyler with us every step of the way. Kailey, thank you so much for your excellent reporting, and please stay safe. We appreciate your reports.